I'm here with Rachel Davies, conference chair of Agile 2008. How you doing? It's nice seeing you.
Nice to meet you, Patrick.
The conference is great. It's a lot of people here. It's pretty exciting. It looks like you doubled number of attendees since last year or something like that.
There's been a big growth since last year. It's the trending upwards. We don't seem to be affected by the market slowdown. So it's really exciting. There's a good buzz.
Well, I think obviously the show's doing well too, but the rate of Agile adoption is pretty outstanding as well too.
Yeah.
How do you see it over the last couple of years? A lot of new companies really jumping in with both feet.
Yeah. I think it's gone from companies dabbling with it and organizations saying, well, maybe we'll try it on a pilot project. It's now we want to use it on all of our projects because we get so much more transparency, accountability, visibility into what the real progress is on the project. So I think it's the bigger organizations now that are really taking it seriously and starting to adopt it more widely.
Yeah, it seems like people are adopting it more in the enterprise type of organizations as well too.
Yeah.
How do you see management's role in the whole Agile adoption? Pulling it up from the top, or is it more bubbling up from the bottom?
It's a bit of both. So I work with a lot of organizations that do bottom up, but also there's a fair number now coming which are top down. It's the business that wants more transparency, and they want to actually get earlier indication of whether projects are running, on track or running off the rails, and just having real deliveries that they can start using earlier is, that's really the key to it.
Yeah, some of those numbers that were up on in the presentation earlier today, pretty outstanding, with like 36% new adoption, or is that right? Or
so the figures were not about the adoption in the community. They were actually more about the attendees at the conference. So it's really harder to assess the uptake in the community because not everybody wants to shout widely about what they're doing. If they've found something that they think gives them the upper edge, then they're going to not necessarily disclose everything that they're doing. So
what type of organization do you think would probably benefit the most from Agile adoption?
Well, so I think there are two kinds actually. So there are lots and lots of smaller organizations that tend to have a pretty chaotic process and they just kind of muddle through. So they're kind of no process organizations, and they benefit by having a light addition of some more discipline around their development practice. And so typically sort of web media companies get very quick results because it's not bringing in too much bureaucracy, but you do get this more visibility. But there are also these much more global enterprise organizations, a number of large telecoms companies. I don't know, should I name a few?
Sure.
Yeah, so Nokia, British Telecom, and then IBM. And one of the things that we see here at the conference is that people in those organizations write experience reports. They tell stories from their real projects.
Right. And
so you can see from those experience reports, which are actually, we have double this year. We nearly have 100 experience reports, whereas last year it was 50. There's a bigger trend upwards, and also very diverse. There's NASA, and then, very media-oriented companies, just a big mix. So it seems to be across the whole space. And in environments that you perhaps wouldn't think, in medical environments, embedded environments, they're also getting some of these benefits. So it's kind of interesting to see how widely it's being picked up.
Definitely. Yeah, I think people are moving from, like you said, just kind of dabbling in Agile to really adopting it on a wholesale value, especially in enterprise type of organizations.